Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can strum through a song called Way Down in a Hole by Tom Waits. And we're going to end up capoing this on 2nd fret, but we're going to start on an A minor chord. And we play A minor. First finger goes to the B string on the 1st fret, second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret, third finger on the G string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And on our intro, actually, we just kind of stay on the A minor, and we end up kind of doing 7 bars of A minor, and then there's kind of this cool hit at the very end where you can do kind of down. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So you can actually use that through that intro. So we tried that. We'd have A minor, down, up, down, A minor, down, 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 down, up, down, A minor, down. Kill it. It's kind of a hit at the end. Now there's this cool bass line through that though where you could play open A, and then open E, and then 3 on the low E, open E, 3 on the low E, open A, or open E, and then open A, and then open E, and then 3 on the low E. So kind of going A, E, G, E, G, E, A, E, G, A, E, G, E, G, E, A, E, G, and you want to kind of think about using that for the intro. And then from there, then we start going into our main verse progression, verse-chorus progression through the song, where we do the A minor 4 times, and then we go to a D minor chord, and we play D minor. First finger goes to the high E on the 1st fret, second finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, the third finger on the B string on the 3rd fret, and if you strum the D string to the high E string, and that sounds a D minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And on the D minor chord, actually, that bass line that we were just doing on the A minor kind of comes in around a D note, where you could play open D, and then A, 3, O, 3, O on the A string, and then open D, and then open A, and then you'll kind of hear 3rd fret on the low E string, and then 4th fret on the low E string to kind of lead back into the A minor chord. So you're going D, A, C, A, C, A, D, A, G, G sharp, to kind of lead bass into that. And then from there, then we go back to A minor, and actually we end up doing a lot of A minor. And then from the A minor, actually, and you could even kind of bring that bass line back in for the A minor. It kind of depends on how you want to cover it. And then we end up doing the A minor until we get to another D minor chord. And then we go to an A minor chord, and then we go to an E minor chord, and we play E minor. First finger goes to A on the 2nd fret, second finger goes on the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And then on the E minor, actually, there's this cool little bass line where you could play open E, and then 3rd fret on the low E string, and then 4th fret on the low E string to kind of lead back into an A minor chord. And then from there, then we go back to A minor, and then we do kind of another A minor hit at the very end. So we tried our strum pattern through our verse progression. We have A minor, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, A 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 minor, down, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, E minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down, down, up, down, A minor, down. Kill it. Now to play along with Tom Waits though, instead of starting on an A minor chord, he's actually starting on a B minor chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and if you put the capo on 2nd fret, then now your A minor is really a B minor chord, your D minor is really an E minor chord, and your E minor is really an F sharp minor chord. But just to take it from the very, very beginning, you might want to kind of start off with kind of that opening bass line. Could be kind of a cool thing to kind of do through that first A minor part. Or you could just strum through that part. And then we have A minor, down, down, up, down, 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 A minor, down. Kill it. Now you might also want to try and kind of play around with bass notes, and actually on the A minor you could add in kind of a bass on the A string, and then kind of do your down, up, down, up. A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, A minor with an A bass, down, up, down, A minor with an A bass. you could even kind of try and kind of get that bass line around the A minor. So that might be kind of a cool way to kind of work it too, just kind of working that bass, the bass line through that. And then from there, then we go into our main verse progression. So we could just do down, down, up, down, up. And we'd have A minor, down, up, down, A minor, down, 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 down, now, if you're digging on the basses, though, you could kind of add in basses for the other chords. So on the D minor, you'd have the D string for your bass. So bass, down, up, down. And on the E minor, you'd have the low E string for your bass. So we tried our verse progression with kind of a bass, down, up, down, up. We have A minor then A bass, down, up, down, 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 D minor then E bass, down, up, down, D minor then E bass, down, up, down, A minor then A 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 bass, down, up, down, D minor then A bass, down, up, down, A minor then A bass, down, up, down, E minor then A bass, down, up, down, A minor then A bass, down, up, down, A minor down, kill it. Now you could also try and work kind of that bass line around it, kind of that A minor lick. So A minor lick, and then we have the D minor lick, D minor, A minor, A minor, A minor, A minor, D minor, A minor, E minor, A minor, A minor, down, kill it. So you want to kind of think about that, kind of working that bass line around it. And then from there, then we'd be going into kind of a solo section that actually kind of follows our verse chorus. And if you wanted to kind of jam along with Tom Waits, what could be a really cool scale to play around with is something called a B minor pentatonic scale, where if you go 7th fret on the low E string, that's kind of a B note, and actually that kind of matches the B minor that the A minor chord is with the capo. And then if you go from 7th fret on the low E to 10th fret on the low E, that's a D note. And then if we go 7th fret on the A, that's an E note. And then 9th fret on the A string is an F sharp. And then we go to the 7 on the D for an A note, 9 on the D for a B note, and then 7 on the G string for a D note, and then 9th fret on the G for an E note. First fret's going to an F sharp note on the B string on the 7th fret, and then we go to 10th fret on the B for an A note, 7 on the high E for a B note, and then 10th fret on the high E for a D note. So you're really only playing 5 notes, B, D, E, F sharp, A, and B. But that could be a really cool pattern to kind of play around with. That's called pattern number 1 of pentatonic. So you could actually take a lot of different technical licks and then jam with Tom. You could do hammer-ons would be an idea where you play the first note of the scale. You kind of do a hammer-on into the second. Or you could do pull-offs through the scale where you kind of play the first note and let your finger fall off the string. Or you could do slides, kind of leave it enough pressure to get the notes to kind of go from one to the next. Or you could even work bends, where you kind of press in and up into the guitar at the same time. So it could be a cool thing to kind of think about that scale as kind of like your alphabet and see what you could say with it. So that might be kind of a cool thing. And then at the very, very end, we'd be repeating that verse chorus until we kind of get to our outro. And our outro actually kind of parallels our intro, where we go back to kind of that A minor band. So you might want to kind of try and work that bass line around that A minor. So that might be something else to kind of try. But that's the basics of how you can strum through Way Down in the Hole by Tom Waits. So good luck!